In this video, we'll look at some of the advanced settings in Gmail. So to get to your settings, you're going to click on the settings icon, the little gear icon in the upper right. And the first thing you'll see is this side panel that has some just basic settings about your inbox and what it's going to look like. So you have some options for theme, what messages will appear first in your inbox, if you're going to have a reading pane, things like that. So feel free to explore that. But where we need to go now is to the See All Settings option. From here, your general settings actually have quite a few options. The things I want to draw your attention to. We're going to scroll down just a little bit. You can change your default text. You can also decide to have grammar suggestions, spelling suggestions, things like that. Auto advance, that's the ability to go immediately on to the next conversation after you've deleted a message or archived or something like that. You can either go to the next newer or the previous, or go back to your inbox, your choice. You have options for autocorrect and smart compose. I'm going to keep on scrolling down. Some other things. I mean, look at all of this. The other important thing to look at is the stars. Stars are a great way to organize your inbox and kind of draw attention to various things. So you can choose to have 1 star, 4 stars, or all of the stars as abilities. I personally like having all of the stars, but you can really decide what you want. And it'll just put a star of a color or one of the icons next to your message in the inbox. You can choose to have keyboard shortcuts turned on or off. I'm going to keep scrolling. The signature. You can set up an email signature, which is awesome. In fact, you can set up several. So you can name your signature. Maybe you have one that's just for personal things. You'll just say, and then whatever your email address. You can include links and images. You can format the text. But then you could also have a second one, maybe for school. So with that particular, you could have a separate signature that you only use for school related things, or a community ensemble you play in, things like that. You can set the default for which signature is your default signature. And then within the email message, you can choose again, if you want the other signature or something like that. So the email signatures are a really nice feature. We'll keep going down. And then I want you to also find a look at the vacation responder. So you can set up Gmail to set an automatic response if you are on vacation, holidays, things like that. You can set when they will go on, and you can also set a last day. I definitely recommend putting a last day on your vacation responder, just because I feel like it's easy to forget to turn that off afterwards. But you can set a message. It'll say whatever you want. I'm away. It's a vacation. It's a holiday. Contact this person instead of me. Any settings in here that you change, be sure to save the changes. Oh, I don't actually need a vacation responder, but that was very kind of it to let me know. All right, so make sure you save those changes. Now we're going to go back over to the settings, all settings, and we have a couple more places to look, specifically in this advanced tab. Here you have 4 different options. By default, yours will all be disabled. So one is the auto advance. We talked about that before, the idea that it can auto advance to the next part of the conversation. Templates, the ability to turn on email templates. That's something that you'll learn about in another video. Custom keyboard shortcuts. Do you want to be able to have custom keyboard shortcuts? Yes or no? And then do you want to have the unread messages icon? You look really closely up here in the upper left-hand corner. In my little Gmail icon, there's also a 0. That's telling me I have 0 unread messages. I could turn that off, and that little icon, once I save, would go away. See, now it's not there anymore. No more unread messages icon. That's something that you can choose to turn on or off. All right, last place, back in here, back to my settings. Going to look at the keyboard shortcuts. So I currently have it on that I can make custom keyboard shortcuts. These are all of the current keyboard shortcuts. You can change any of these. So right now, if you click the question mark, it's going to open up a menu of all the available keyboard shortcuts. Okay. To compose a new message, click on letter C. To search, click on the backslash. So things like that. There are a ton of different keyboard shortcuts, and you can customize them to match your needs. All right, and that's it for now.